Hi guys, welcome back. And today we're going to teach you 5 ways to say no in Mandarin without saying no. Interesting, is it? So as we all know, there is this myth about Asian culture being indirect, and it does render some facts into like how East Asians or especially Chinese people manipulate this language. And so it's really important to know that how to reject people by avoiding saying no overtly. And first of all, we all have this situation when your friends ask you to do something with them, like right at the moment, but you don't really feel like doing so. But it's also difficult just to throw a no on their face because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you've got other concerns. So now let's get our hands on several different beautiful ways to reject people but still be innocent. Okay, first of all, let's take a look at the first one. 再看吧，再说吧. Let's see. Let's talk about it later. By saying so, you're actually implying no. So, for example, when your friends ask you to do something with them, like right now, and you don't really feel like to do it, you don't really feel like doing it, and you could simply say 再看吧，再说吧. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're actually going to look at those things or you're actually going to talk about it later, but it simply, just those phrases simply carries the idiomatic meaning of no. So your friend will get it if they're Chinese. Okay, number 2, 下次, next time. Next time. So I guess this is a pretty universal one because when Chinese people say next time, what they're actually meaning is never. And maybe it's the same thing in a lot of other cultures as well. But whenever your friends ask you to join them for like a beer, you feel tired and you don't feel like going, like traveling far, then you could just say 下次吧. By saying next time, by saying 下次吧, you see, it seems like you're actually considering this offer, but we both know that you're just pretending, but you're not really considering it. And the third one is 我再想想, 我再看看. Which means let me think it through, or let me look around first. And this one is extremely useful when you're shopping. Suppose you've already made some initial attempts that makes the shopkeeper think that you're going to buy those things. Say if you've already asked for the prices, or if you've tried something out, and after that you're like, nah, I don't feel like buying them right now. But it's kind of embarrassing just to say no and leave, because you know the shopkeeper just keeps nagging you, and he or she believes that you're gonna buy those things. So what are you gonna say now? You can just say 我再想想，我再看看, which means you're gonna go look around at other like shops, or you're gonna think it through whether it's worthwhile to buy those things. And those shopkeepers, they will get it, and it's easier for them to let it go. So keep this in mind. Okay, so number 4. So here, basically, you're rejecting people by literally saying nothing. And the trick here is to hold the final vowel as long as possible until the person that you're rejecting get your attitude. And also one helpful hint here is to make this, as this is really difficult for me, face, and to look into the other direction, but not look at the person who's asking you for something. So just like this, and people will get it that you're actually saying no to them. Okay, last but not least, this one's super, and this one's also very context dependent, because basically you can only use this under one condition. It is when someone that you don't like likes you and this person expects you to respond his or her love, or expects you to like involve in a romantic relationship with him or her. Either way. And this one is 你人很好，但是 which means you are a nice person, but and in reality you don't even need to finish the sentence by saying but you're not my cup of tea, but you're not my type, but I already have a boyfriend, but we can just be friends. You don't have to say that. Just by saying 你人很好 and makes this sympathetic look, and this person will automatically get you're actually rejecting people. But in this way you can reject people without hurting their feelings under circumstances which you're actually humiliating them. And also because this has something to do with the the Chinese tradition of self-degrading. Because by saying you're a nice guy, you're actually creating space for this person and to make him or her feel like you're just too good for me and I don't really deserve you. And you can even add even better one. You can make it even better by saying 你会找到更好的, which means you deserve, you're probably going to find someone better, or you deserve someone better. And I think this is the most killing rejection in history ever. And okay, so here are the 5 types that we have for now, and we know you can't wait to try them out with your Chinese friends. Wait, you don't have any Chinese friends? That's just not possible, because you know there is a Chinatown in every 10 miles, and you can just get there and shout out everything that you've learned here in the crowds, and we're pretty sure you're gonna make some friends very soon. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much for today. And if you like our videos and if you think you've learned something from us, please don't hesitate to share those videos with your friends who's also learning Mandarin or who's just looking for some fun. And don't forget to check out our websites on which you can find a more detailed description of each video clips in written forms. And see you next time. Hope you enjoy.